Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another manga volume review. This is going to be on Chain Soldier Volume 3. Now, I don't have a physical copy of it. I was sent Volume 4, and I have, I think, Volume 5 and 7. So I'm just kind of mismatching volumes, but definitely want to continue the series on Chain Soldier. It is already an anime, so I haven't seen the anime, so I don't know how far in the anime they go with the story. I will eventually watch the anime because now that I have decided to continue the manga, then, you know, it is what it is. Before anything, this is volume 4, so don't confuse it. I'm just using it for reference of character names, so if you do see it pop up a little bit here in the video, I don't have the physical copy of volume 3. It is part of my thumbnail, so that's how it should look. This is also brought to you by Yen Press. Even though they haven't sent me the copy of volume 3, I will buy it myself. I like collecting, if you haven't noticed. It's been a little bit of a mess so far, but I will eventually clean my mess and get everything situated eventually. So I do appreciate all the love and support that you guys share to this channel. If you want to continue supporting the channel, best way to do is by subscribing and liking this video, because you know that helps a lot as well. So Chain Soldier, I will give a parental advisory. Okay, there is one here on the books. There is a parental advisory, so just FYI, it is probably for adults only. Not probably, it is. So it is guilty pleasure. It has a really good story, but it doesn't have a lot of fan service. So just FYI, you know, if you have if you're looking for stuff for younger crowd, I do have a lot of those reviews. This is not for them. So I'm gonna base myself or this review mainly on the story. Just keep in mind that the fan service is basically all around the story, everywhere. It just is. So, but it is what it is. So, we start off volume 3 with the end of Asuma's or the Asuma sisters fight, which is Dachiho, which she is from the 6th squad, and then from the 7th squad we have Himari. Now, they kind of have had a feud since ever in their lives, and Dachiho has always looked down to Himari, and so Himari is trying her best, and she using Yuki, our main character, who is not here on the cover, but our main character, he's using him as his slave. Now, what does that mean? Well, Yuki, if you've read the first 2 volumes, we found out that he has a special power. Well, where in a world of females only having powers, he can still be used as almost a monster or a beast if he's enslaved by an individual. And in this case, Himari is using him as his slave, and basically is the reason why they win the fight. They win the fight, yes. So, very close call, because Dachiho ability is very strong. Is time controlled ability, so it's very hard to defeat that, especially when she can see what you're gonna do, because you know, even if you hit her, she can turn time back and change it. So very difficult to go against her. They do beat her. They have a very loving thing. Fan service part is that the whole ability of him being enslaved is that if he is used, then whoever enslaves him has to repay him in any way that he wants. And it could be him getting a cookie to him getting a kiss. And that's what happens with Himari. Now, we get Shushu or Suruga, which is our blonde girl. And I can only show you the picture here of her right there. She watches them kiss. You kind of can tell that she kind of has a thing for Yuki, and she feels kind of left out that he's doing all this stuff with them. They also have a kiss in this volume, but it's more of her trying to show her his affection to him, less of her being controlled. She also has her fight in this volume, and she loses. She kind of goes in this depression mode of it, and Yuki goes try to comfort her. Anyways, that word. And and she ends up stealing a kiss from him. So, but yeah, we see some of her powers, her becoming giant. Like, there's a toll to it. The bigger she gets, the less time she can control that massive power. So there is, that limit to her that we have to consider. Now, while they're still battling, there is a squad of evil guys show up, and they are able to break through the protective wall, and we go into basically full on protecting, the individuals that can't fight. So the squads go into a fight against these monsters. Now, some of them are pretty strong, but the leader himself is the strongest. And first, we see Jachiho try to fight him, and Jachiho, again, time power very strong, but he himself shows her that he can beat her. And once we see that she's about to lose, we see the leader of the six squad, Tenka Isumo. She comes up and she defends and basically destroys the guy. We don't know much about her. We just know that she is a strong individual because the individual we thought that were strong in Volume 2 ended up being not so strong, and she's stronger than them, right? So we know at least she's the leader of Six Squad, so we know that she's strong. She does end up getting infatuated with Yuki, and she meets with the leader of the 7th Squad, Uzen, who doesn't really come out much in this volume, but she does, and basically tells her, sell him to her. Like, she wants him as a pet, she wants him as someone she can play with, and eventually we find out that she wants him to be his boyfriend and girlfriend, and they kind of do become boyfriend and girlfriend, sort of. But anyways, she's very pushy physically herself to him. We don't know why, but she just claims that she's never been attracted to any guy until him, and she just wants to be with him. Now, through this whole shenanigan, we find out that Kyuka wants to be a chief, right? In order to do that, she needs support, and she's like, hey, you sell him to me, I will support you to be a chief. She says, you know what, no, I want to become a chief on my own merits, not cheating myself up to the ranks. And we learned that, basically it's a political thing at the end of the day, right? She's still a leader of the 7th Squad, but it's the 7th Squad at the end of the day, and she wants to move up in ranks. And I kind of feel like she wants to move up with everyone else. So they will eventually become maybe the 6th Squad and up, or something like that. Not really sure. That's how the volume ends, guys. It is a pretty good volume with all the fights. I'm going to be reading Volume 4. Like I said, this is not what I'm reading right now. We're reading Volume 3, but I will be reading Volume 4 pretty soon. I'm trying to get myself to release 4 reviews a week instead of 3. Going back to 4, so hopefully that works out, where I can get 4 videos of Yen Press or Easy Press or whoever it is out for you guys per week. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel, give some love for content, liking, and sharing, and I will see you next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.